right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down, Mariota. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. It got his man complete. It's a gain of 34. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers, it's caught. Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run with Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll toss it to Henry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Handle. 50, Mike's 50.
Mariota. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Vincent Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Mariota now. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. Derrick Henry all alone, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start the drive with Samuels. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
I'm coming for you. Mine. 3. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Come on, QB, come on. Say.
Mariota. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Rap. Sponge. No. One. Check 26. General, West.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Alert 3.
Mariota hands to Henry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Where are they, team?
Now Mariota on 4th down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running to start the drive is Samuels. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down, Rodgers, and this one's incomplete. The intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Let's go.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. To throw is Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the pass. Hey, Mike's 50.
To throw Mariota. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota gives to Henry. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Flush to his right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I'm going back to you. Hey, Alpha.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota buying time to his left. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's caught by Moncrief. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 43-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now it's Rodgers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now Rodgers. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
First down.
Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Samuels. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards. Rodgers now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Here's Samuels. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
They'll run on first down. Samuels. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Check, Mike 42.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing is Mariota. He finds Robinson, and he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a pass is taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota steps away to his left. And that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A toss right to Henry. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check. Fresno.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Let's go, baby.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rodgers now to throw. Forced out to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, Samuels.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a first down. Mariota now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. He's got a first down of inside of midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. What a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch your slant, watch your slant. One.
Now Mariota. This is caught by Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing, Mariota. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
A first down carry for Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. they can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. One last shot now for Mariota. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. He finds an opening past the 40, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't.